On the outskirts of Abu Dhabi, inside Tawazun Industrial Park, the UAE's defense ambitions are being turned into hardware. This is where Edge Group is trying to turn the UAE from a buyer into a builder, bringing design, engineering, testing, and production into one ecosystem. The company is still a young player by global defense industry standards, but it has grown quickly, consolidating more than 35 entities into a single defense and advanced technology group. The result is a company grouped into 6 core clusters, covering everything from missiles and weapons to space and homeland security. The ambition is not just to build for the UAE, but to prove those systems can compete abroad. Our first stop was Halkan, Edge's missile and weapons production facility. This is where I met Hamad Al-Murah, Managing Director and CEO. You are running probably what is one of the world's fastest growing defense startups today, and this is a business that has actually been tested by a real war on home soil.
Of course, no one wants war, but war is also a validation. War tests your preparation. It came after decades and decades of work, and it surely have demonstrated our readiness, our resilience, and the capabilities that mainly were homegrown.
What type of technology and products was Edge actually using during the Iran war?
Well, we've used many of our drones, of course, but what was very important is that we have deployed a full geofencing capability of the whole nation in over 190 sites in less than 48 hours.
And how much of the technology and product that Edge actually makes today is genuinely homegrown?
If I look at the portfolio in terms of products, not configurations, over 90% are UAE. 10% comes from abroad. Our entities that we own in Europe, we own in Latin America and elsewhere. And the products that we have locally, they are all stamped by made in the UAE.
Edge has also just opened up in Europe, in Paris specifically, with a French government cooperation agreement as well. How significant is that deal for Edge and for Abu Dhabi?
Europe is where the next budgets are. We would like to contribute to the security of Europe. We feel that we have a value. We feel that Europe have recognized this value by accepting us into Europe. These are facts. Now, we own entities in Estonia, we own an entity in Poland, we own an entity in Switzerland, we own an entity in Germany, we own an entity in France, and we have JVs in Spain, and we have partnerships and JVs and acquisitions in Italy. We have a very nice footprint in Europe, and this would have not been possible if the UAE wasn't accepted in Europe as a partner, knowing and trustworthy with NATO and the way we firewall things. Plus, you need another player in Europe. Even the big players today, we're working with them. There is always these collaborations, but they only start when you put your ego aside. There is always someone better than you. And you need to be on this learning curve forever. Things are ever changing.
Do you think that the global market for defense is getting more and more fragmented?
I would rephrase it. And I don't want to sound political, but unfortunately, 70% of the countries in the world lay outside EU, US, Russia, and China. The UAE is a very nice, natural, peaceful choice for many countries. If you buy from China, you upset US. You buy from US, you upset China. UAE is neutral. That's one. But the second thing, what is equally important, is we do not have bureaucracy towards export permits. They come out fast. No one wants to wait for a rifle for 6 months to receive a shipment.
Where do you see this business in the next decade?
Top 15 soon.
How soon?
Very soon.